Welcome back, football fam. We finna give you a reaction to the official college football playoff bracket
It's
and how
set.
the CFP still got it wrong. I feel your gripe, BYU. I feel your gripe, Notre Dame. You have a legit argument. Let's jump right into it. Let's reveal top brackets 1 through 4. Oh man, Todd, you gonna put it on screen?
I was gonna just put it up when we did the.
Nah, that'll work. We got in the quarterfinals matchups the teams with a bye. At the number 1 seed, you got the Indiana Hoosiers coming off a big victory over Ohio State. Can we just talk about that game real quick? Indiana, Ohio State. Can I give what up?
I just want to say this. I don't even cut you off. I just want to say this. Ohio State loses this game because their kicker has never been in a position where he had to make a kick. Can we just say that real quick?
We give credit to Indiana's defense,
No,
man.
definitely,
Ohio State
definitely.
came down the field 3 straight times and walked away with 0 points. They're saying something. They stopped Junior saying on the 4th and 1.
They did.
They got. I can't remember the other stuff. But I know they drove down the field in the red zone 3 separate times in the second half and got stopped. Shout out to Indiana. Shout out to D'Angelo Pons, nickel corner, held up and went on outside and played up against Jeremiah Smith and held up pretty good, man.
Mm-hmm.
Pons draft stock is up. You are already probably one of the best corners in the nation. And it just went up to me.
Shout out Black, the running back. He was running all over that defense.
I told y'all about Black, man. Told y'all their running game was tough. I actually thought Ohio State running game was gonna be better. Bo Jackson had a good game. Just Indiana was
Ohio
they was
State.
ready.
Ohio State losing this game shows they have a interior offensive line issue. They gotta work on. They gotta get that fixed.
I was just about to say, if you are Texas Tech or you are Georgia, you might say, you know what, we can get the Julian saying
Mm-hmm.
because that offensive line did not look legit. No, I will say that it's good, but it didn't look elite. I'll put it like that.
Indiana
I
does
think
have a
team,
great pass rush though, so that does help.
yeah. So a team like Texas A&M or Miami, who could possibly see Ohio State in the second round, this is what you wanted to see. But we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, shout out to your Big Ten champs, the team that we just couldn't fathom being ranked at the beginning of the year. How far have they come? Fernando Mendoza, strong game last night.
Coach of the year.
I needed this, huh?
Coach of the year.
Most definitely Kirk Cignetti is coach of the year. Can't take nothing away from him, man. I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong, and I was wrong about Indiana most of this year. They really won me over in the second half of the season, though. And Fernando Mendoza is better than I thought, but he isn't still he's just not the best quarterback in the country to me. I'm not going to go that route. Uh, he is Tyler Shook, and if you don't like Tyler Shook, then how can you like Fernando Mendoza? I'm going to keep saying that. So if you like Tyler Shook, you like Fernando Mendoza. But if you like Tyler Shook and you know where he got drafted, that's where Fernando Mendoza be drafted. I'll leave it there. But they are number 1 in the CFP, much deserved to be there. Ohio State comes in at number 2, deserved to be there. I'm glad it didn't get dropped too much.
Mm-hmm.
They were wire to wire, number 1 all season. To lose the game in the Big Ten championship to fall to 2 is something I can live with.
I say game of the
I know
year.
you can live.
That was probably
Huh?
game of the year.
I think they were I rewarded them for leaving them at 2. Ohio State, no gripes with that. Number 3, we got the SEC champs, the Georgia Bulldogs. They went up against Alabama this weekend. Can we say they dominated in the rematch?
I say they dominated. The defense dominated. The offense just had really good field position the whole game and took advantage of it. But the defense was dominant. That's that Georgia defense we're used to seeing.
This was the second half of the season. You could say Georgia is probably one of the best teams in the nation, if not the best team in the nation. They've been playing better football than probably Ohio State.
And I was actually shocked that Georgia didn't run the ball as much as they would on Alabama because we know the Alabama run defense is not there. They were passing all over them.
I mean, why run when you can pass? So
I was like, oh my goodness, where are the corners at, man? What is the defense doing? And Ryan Grubb, you better be looking for a job because if you lose this game against Oklahoma and the offense stinks, you're gonna have to look for another job.
we'll get to that. We're gonna get to Ryan Grubb. We're gonna get to Alabama. So we got Georgia at 3, coming in number 4. Let's clap it out.
Highest roster in college football.
Texas Tech, money well spent. You're the fourth seed. If you were in a different conference, you'd have been 1 or 2. Shout out to
Yeah.
them guys. Where you been 2? But Texas Tech Red Raiders, a team I'm looking to go far in this tournament, coming into fourth seed. I think they got a pretty favorable bracket too, y'all. So y'all look out for those Red Raiders.
Definitely.
Here we go with 5 and 6. We got Oregon hosting the home game, and Ole Miss comes in at 6. Ole Miss didn't get dropped, didn't get penalized for Lane Kiffin leaving. They claim their spot. I think Texas A&M should have been the 6th seed. Are you okay with Oregon at 5 and Ole Miss at 6?
Yeah, I'm fine with it because it doesn't seem like it makes too big of a difference because Ole Miss could lose a Tulane, especially with Lane not being there.
I'm not buying Ole Miss losing to Tulane. I believe in Trinidad Chambers. I'm a believer. I think
Hopefully
this
he
Ole Miss team is
plays.
good.
So hopefully he plays. You know, some of these guys they don't care about playing and stuff. They're gonna get ready for the draft and all that.
This ain't a bowl game. This is the playoffs. You better be
I'm
playing.
I'm just
You better
saying the
be.
coach ain't there. You know how these kids feel.
It'll be crazy if they don't play in the playoffs. That's crazy.
Very crazy.
Coming in at number 7, getting dropped big time after the loss to Texas. You got Texas A&M, the 7th seed that we were hosting the home game as well. And I'm okay with everything so far from 1 through 7. But this is my gripe. Coming in at 8 and 9, the matchup you're gonna see in the first round is gonna be the first game on Saturday. It is it's on Friday, December 19th. You're gonna have Alabama at Oklahoma, 8 and 9 seed matchup. There's no way in hell you're gonna tell me that these two teams have been playing like top 10 teams in the country. My gripe is neither one of them should have been in. We'll get to that in a second. That's your matchup at 8 and 9. And I'll just go find out who got the 10th seed to play Texas A&M on December 20th. There we go, on a Saturday at noon on ABC. It's my Miami Hurricanes. Shout out. Gotta get them boys some credit. They should have been in. Glad they got in. We'll get to the two teams that should have got in over a couple more teams in the second. We're at 11 and 12. We got American champ Tulane at the 11th seed, gonna take on Ole Miss. In the 12th seed, we got James Madison out of the Sun Belt, well deserved. Glad those guys got in. They're gonna be playing Oregon up there in Eugene. Should be a rough atmosphere, but James Madison has played some P4 teams this year. They should be ready for it. Don't know if they got the depth, but I hope they got the heart.
Hey,
so we're gonna see.
I hope James Madison wins. That way, the coach can come to UCLA and be like, "Hey, Oregon players, come play for me, man. I just beat y'all, so come play for UCLA." That's what I'm hoping for.
I doubt that.
I can
The
dream.
Nike money run deep. The Nike money run deep. That's y'all bracket, y'all. 1 through 12. Some of the teams that got left out. First team out, they said was Notre Dame. Second team out was BYU. My gripe is both of those teams should be in the tournament because you're not gonna tell me that those two teams have been playing worse than Alabama and Oklahoma. The bracket should have broke down like this. You should have had at the 7th seed. You should have had Texas A&M. Fine, but at 8, my opinion, it should have been Miami. At 9, should have been BYU. At 10, should have been Notre Dame. You should have got Texas A&M versus Notre Dame and Miami versus BYU. But hey, SEC bias. You tell me. You can't tell me if you looked at the last half of the season that Oklahoma and Alabama looked better than BYU and Notre Dame.
They didn't.
Tyler, you agree?
I mean, I want to have I believe Alabama should be in it just because their two losses are in conference. Well, their two in conference losses are two teams above them, so you can make that case. Oklahoma has definitely not been playing the same since John Material injury. But I'll have no problem with Alabama or Oklahoma being out if Notre Dame and BYU win, especially with BYU's only losses, even though they're really bad losses, are to Texas Tech by like dominant fashion. So that kind of shows me that can you hang with the big boys? That's my thing.
That's my gripe, though. You punish BYU for losing the conference championship, but you didn't punish Alabama for losing the conference. Alabama stayed in the same spot, and they lost just as bad as BYU did.
So why play?
If not even worse. At least BYU was moving the ball.
So why play? I mean, I think we're going to see I think we're going to see a lot of teams opt out of the conference championship if it doesn't help or hurt them.
Exactly.
Because
Again,
looks
this
like
is
it
my
helps you not playing.
this is my thing. You win the regular season, you are the conference champ. The conference championship game is nothing but a money ply for the conference. Get rid of it. Play-in games for the playoffs. That's what you need. Alabama, Miami, BYU, Vanderbilt, they all should have been playing this weekend, playing each other to get in the tournament. That's my Notre Dame in there as well.
I'll throw in
Texas.
Tennessee too if it's that many teams, but yeah.
They should also been playing it, should all been playing in the right to get in the tournament. All of them. My second gripe, no offense, I love the group of five, but can they win this tournament?
No, of course not. No.
Why are they in it then? Give them their own tournament. Give them their own thing. That's my thing. Give them their own thing. Let them have their own tournament. It's more money, and you get another champion. I think it's fair.
I do too.
I think they should have their own tournament. I don't think just one team should be fighting to be in the playoffs from the group of five. Can you imagine having North Texas, Tulane, Southern Miss, James Madison, UNLV, Boise State? I want to see those teams play each other. San Diego State. It's a pretty good tournament.
I think putting two of them in there is it's crazy because you basically just gave two teams 2 walks to the next round. I know you don't want to. I know you don't want to believe it's a walk to the next. They literally walk into the next round.
I mean, I think they're gonna play hard because
they're definitely gonna play hard, but it's a talent thing though.
Yeah, it's a talent gap. I think it's really gonna show up in the second half where size and depth come into play. Like you can't gotta go down with injury. The next guy up is not gonna be on the same level as the next guy up is Oregon and Ole Miss.
No.
So that's gonna be the issue. Your one deep should be fine. Your two deep is where you're gonna run into the problem, and they should be in the tournament. I'm sorry, no offense, not trying to upset anybody from Green Wave or the Dukes. I love the Dukes, but
the only way they should be in the tournament is if they have the resume, if they've beaten these teams already this season to prove they should be in the tournament.
Well, Tulane and James Madison have beaten teams. James Madison beat Washington State. Tulane beat Duke. They beat somebody else. I know they lost to Ole Miss.
That's what they lost to Ole Miss already. So you want to rematch it?
They seen the team already. They lost somebody else. They beat somebody else too out of Power 4, I think.
I think it was, UCF, I think.
Okay, wait. Yeah, UCF is
UCF or USF. It was one of them.
And James Madison, like I said, they beat Washington State and they lost to Louisville before Louisville had all those injuries. So it's a nice little matchup. James Madison will be playing Virginia Tech next year. They do step up and play Power 4 teams, so I give them credit for that. Tulane as well, same as Memphis, South Florida. They all step up and play Power 4 teams. I just think they deserve their own tournament, in my opinion. But the tournament could have been worse. But
I mean, the bracket could have been way worse.
Yeah, but my thing is, how is Alabama in Oklahoma? I gotta give you Oklahoma, but Alabama over Notre Dame.
I can't give you Oklahoma though because Alabama has better wins than Oklahoma
and a better loss.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm fine with both them teams not being in it. If you put BYU and Notre Dame in those 2 spots,
BYU and Notre Dame deserve both of those spots. But you know what conference those teams are in. So you know what conference those teams aren't in. Notre Dame, your biggest issue, get into the damn conference. That eliminates most of the problem right there.
I got a question for you though. If conference games matter, where's the ACC conference champions?
They're playing some bowl game.
that they can opt out of.
It's true. I don't think they will though. But the way that committee has it set up, the highest ranked conference champs, top 5, get in. James Madison still ranked ahead of Duke. Duke got a ranked victory this weekend, so some were thinking maybe Duke jumps James Madison. That is not the case. James Madison held on to their spot, so they stay in the tournament. Would you imagine Duke at the 12th seed going against Oregon?
That's a
The
good
amount of
game.
complaining Oregon would have done if they had to play Duke and Ole Miss got Tulane.
It's fair though. It's fair.
It is fair.
But
I
I, like I
think Duke
like,
should have been
like I text you, Duke can be anybody in this bracket.
anybody,
No,
just about anybody.
no team would have wanted to play Duke. No team, especially on the
Hey,
offense side of the ball.
shout out Darian Mincer, man, one of the best quarterbacks to
Shout out Shepard,
step on the.
the running back.
Yeah, Shepard. He's been good all year,
I know.
which is crazy. I think you're a freshman too.
Yeah, true freshman.
Wow, it's crazy.
Shout out Manny
Shout out to
Diaz,
the
man. God, leave man. I was not expecting this. He has a legit reason to be upset.
I don't think he does. You literally lost 5 games.
He followed the
So
rules
you
though.
should not be in it.
He followed the rules. He won his conference.
That's not the rule. The rule is the 5 highest ranked conference champions.
Then what's the point of the group of 5 then if you gotta take the 5 highest ranked conference champions?
I mean, one of Tulane is getting in as a conference champion. James Madison, I mean, you know what? Then technically they didn't take a group of 5 team. Oh, because they're 5 champions, so they don't count, right? So it should be another group of 5 team.
And then if it's a top 5 conference if it's a top 5 conference champions, shouldn't one of those teams be ranked number 5?
Well, they changed the seeding so that it doesn't apply like that anymore. Get it?
Imagine a home game against an SEC school. That's money coming in.
So yeah, for that school.
But they could use the money. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't want to go too far down that rabbit hole, but let's look at the 4 matchups again. Let's talk about James Madison at Oregon. Your thoughts on that matchup?
Dan Lanning, this should be a blowout. If it's anything less than a blowout, you are not beating Texas Tech.
I don't think they'll beat Texas Tech regardless.
I don't either.
My words, don't go out there playing with your food. Get it done. Oregon, this is your time to put a stamp on the season.
They play with their food all the time, though.
Don't go out there play with your food. Happy play time. Clean it up. Move on. Next matchup, Alabama, Oklahoma. Alabama going to Sooner Nation. What's your thoughts?
Give me Alabama. Hopefully they can get the offense going. Jam Miller didn't play. Raleigh didn't play. The nose tackle didn't play. I'm like, who's playing? Like, you pick now to be out? So a healthy Alabama team wins this game.
That's the problem. It's not going to be a healthy Alabama team. And also, I'm going to say this. Caden Proctor should not come out. He should come back for another year. This dude is not ready. He does not look good. I'm out on this Alabama team. Give me Oklahoma. I like their defense better. I'm going to take the Sooners at home in this one. I think this could probably get ugly for Alabama because they have not been playing inspired football the last month of the season. They barely look like a top 25 team to me, honestly, the past 4 weeks. That's why I'm just completely shocked that they got in. Yeah, I think Oklahoma runs away with this one. I like the Sooners. Moving on, we got the rematch. Ole Miss and Tulane. Who you got?
Give me Tulane, man. I'm going with John Summerall, man. Give me Tulane.
Shout out for Tulane getting to the college football playoffs before LSU. Shout out to John Summerall
and USC.
That's the team. That's the team of Louisiana. They made it before LSU did.
Not anymore though. He's gone.
Yeah, he's leaving. I'm gonna take Ole Miss though.
Yeah.
I mean, they done it before. They do it again. So
Yeah, Ole Miss gonna win, but I'm going Tulane.
I feel you. Last matchup in the first round, we got the Miami Hurricanes at College Station playing Texas A&M. What you got?
I'm going Texas A&M, man. We was on this team all season. They had one loss, and yeah, it was to Texas, but we both said Texas was a better team. But Mike Elko, this is just time to show that you're a top 5 coach in this league, man. So give me Texas A&M.
Is this not the? Is this the best matchup in the first round?
Obviously. I think y'all got
I think
screwed.
so.
Y'all got screwed.
I think it's the best match. I don't think. I mean, I think we match up pretty well against Texas A&M, but you know, it's. I want you if you're going to be in it, you want to play. You want to play the big boys, in my opinion. You want to see how you stack up against everybody. I would have loved to have that home game. I really thought we was going to get that home game. I don't know why I was thinking that in my head, but cause like if certain things fall the way we fall, we're gonna get that home game. We're gonna get that AC because like Alabama's gonna lose, BYU's gonna lose. I mean, who's gonna be ahead of us?
Oklahoma.
I thought if we got in the conversation about it, we've been playing better, so I thought we'd jump them, but I guess not. You know, it's all good. But y'all gonna go with Miami, man. We get some key guys back for this game. Keontae Scott should be back, the best nickel corner in the nation. We got probably the best offensive line in the nation as well. Texas A&M pass rush leaves a little bit to be desired. If you give Carson Beck time to throw, you are in trouble.
And then Texas A&M. Can your offense not start slow? Like you started slow against Texas, slow against South Carolina. You can't start slow against this Miami Hurricane team.
You can't. You cannot. You cannot.
Look at SMU and Louisville. Came out scoring. They came out scoring, put the pressure on Miami.
And you got to be creative with it too, man. You got to be real make going against Miami. You got to make them think. You got to make the defense think because they like to play over aggressive. So that's your key.
Marcel Reed. This is the game you showed. You proved you're the top quarterback.
Can I say one thing just before we close this thing out? Alabama, another gripe I had with them. We got a number for you: 63 days. You know what that is? That's the last time Alabama played a ranked team. 63 days.
The last ranked team they played was Vanderbilt, wasn't it?
Yes, I think. I don't think it was Vanderbilt, but 63 days, man. It's been a while, and they win against Georgia. As much people want to talk about Miami's win doesn't matter because Notre Dame, because it happened in September and all this other stuff. That's when Alabama beat Georgia in September. So people, if that can matter, that can matter.
Every game matters. Ain't no preseason.
I think every game matters too. That's why I think a team that finished 11-1 in the regular season should get in the tournament. BYU should be in. They also played in the conference championship. Why did they drop? Alabama didn't. I am gonna stay on that for a while. But hey, we're gonna end it on that, guys. We'll get into that second round matchup as teams advance. Let us know what you think. Y'all tell us what y'all bracket is down below. Who should be in? Who should be out? Tell me why BYU and Notre Dame should be in, and why Oklahoma, Alabama, or Miami should be out. The choice is yours. No hate on my blood. If you want Alabama in there, fine. You want Miami out, fine. Don't care. But I am interested in your opinion. So let me know what it is down below. Be out.